Well, interestingly, I spent the best part of the last decade as a director of a trade body in financial services. I represented over 800 firms, which gave me a really good insight into a directorship role and dealing with an entire sector. So, unsurprisingly, when I announced my decision to transition to a NED position, I was fortunate enough to be contacted by a number of firms in the sector, and I've since joined one of them at group level. And this has been fantastic because it's gave me access to a whole range of brands that sit within the group. They'll include distribution, financial advice distribution, fintech, and data insight programs, which are all things that really interest me. And so now that I've secured that and I'm getting bedded in, and I've been involved in a number of meetings now, I'm now actively looking for my next appointment, and hopefully something maybe outside of the industry in which I originally came from. I spent the last decade, as I mentioned, in a financial services trade body. In that decade, I actually worked alongside probably in excess of about 40 non-executive directors who were appointed from the membership. That gave me a wonderful insight and experience about what the role itself entailed. Now, I could and have judged myself to have known exactly what to expect and what good looked like, but I wasn't naive or arrogant enough to think that I actually did have all the answers. So it was important that I enrolled myself on the program to develop and understand exactly what my good looks like, and to move forward and take my journey is in the best way that I possibly could. So yeah, the program for me was an absolute must-have. Do you know, I think the program is really well structured. You've got everything from the introduction to what to expect to be an ed, the rules and guidance in the director duties around corporate governance code, your ethics, your conflicts of interest, what to expect from a board meeting, how to develop board papers, your presentation, your contribution, and how you should be, leaning on your colleagues and talking to your chairman and getting some feedback. All of those things are really, really important and really useful. For me, the big thing for me was the video interviews of all these people who had been highly experienced or newly experienced, and they were sharing their views candidly about what to expect and the pitfalls to avoid. And it was interesting because you could see some of the common denominator points that were coming out from a lot of this experience that I managed to sort of take away. One other element that really helped me was, as a once operations director, I was very hands-on. And we all know that if you move into a non-executive directorship, it's eyes on, hands off. So this was really important for me to understand and develop my presentation of myself and my profile and my CV and my application and my overall summary statement. Interrogate what was important to me, what was my USP, what was I going to bring to a boardroom table and the colleagues to what I would be working closely with. So there's so many things. I've only just touched on some of the program there, but I think if you take time and deliberate and invest yourself, then you're going to get a lot out from the program itself. That's not to forget that the team itself at NEDonBoard were absolutely fantastic. I could call upon them, I could ask them questions, I could even get them to critique things that I did for honest feedback, and honest feedback is what I got. And I think that's really important, that your membership organisation can bring you that comfort and that support ongoing, even after initial enrolment, going through the programme. When you go into real life and becoming an ed, then they're there for you. So, I'm a great supporter and would endorse the Accelerator programme to anybody considering going down this road. It's really about, I think you put as much as you put in is what you'll get out. I think it's important that the hints and tips that I gained from the Accelerator program itself was about how to cultivate your contacts and to make sure that you develop your connections. I was quite happy that in my early meetings, I met with some other like-minded individuals who had come from a membership background and we were on the onboarding session together. And we had seen some alignment between some things that I had done in the past with some restructuring work, with a membership organisation and injecting some new forums of engagement. And they were looking to do the same. So this was perfect that, we met each other, knew on the same journey, and I was able to sort of like help them and they helped me. And I think that's what a lot of this has got to do with, is that, you've got to build those connections. And it's not only about building contacts, it's about building your knowledge and development, which is important if you're going to be seriously going down this road, really. So I think for the engagement part, I like to make time to come to events like the regional events that are put on regularly, attend some of the more bespoke learning and development programs that exist. So I attended one regarding how to raise your digital profile. I now make a point of reaching out and keeping contact with my newfound friends and colleagues, which have been wonderful. Everybody from different stages in their own NED portfolio career, and doing things like this. This is part of a lot of what I learned and what I gained was from videos just like this, and I wanted the opportunity to maybe give back something that my journey and what I've learned. And who knows, maybe one day I'll be sitting on one of these panels of experts that I've been fortunate enough to watch in the past. So I think it's being active, making time, and talking with people, and network at events. I spend a lot of time now going to conferences and other events where it's not only going to raise my own education, but it's a profile and an opportunity to talk to people about what is you're passionate about and what it is you like to do.